So before this video starts, I really wanted to just say that this was before I had like another breakdown the other day, and it was just very apparent that I really need to put this video out, very much so like yesterday. Basically, I was dealing with it, but I think I was also suppressing it and not really dealing with the problems at hand. I really hope you guys can, I don't like, not judge, I don't want no sympathy. I just thought that if I'm definitely going through this, and I definitely think people would benefit from this video. This is not my story on what goes on day to day exactly in detail. This is just a brief overview of what I go through. Very, very brief. If I was even to go in depth, I don't know how. I don't know how I'll do that. That's a video that I'll need to do to discuss, because I think more people would actually benefit from that, and just to know that you're not alone. So I really hope you do enjoy the video, and I'm very proud of myself. I didn't cry as much as I wanted to, so enjoy. Stay tuned. I know it's not one of these normal happy videos, which I do love, and even though I say that I put on a shield, it doesn't mean that I don't love making people laugh or anything. It's just that I am going through my own stuff as well, and making people laugh is kind of my outlet. So yeah, enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to be talking about, as you can see by the title, how I deal with anxiety and depression. It is a very tough subject to talk about for me personally. It's something I go through every day, especially with my anxiety. It's very, very bad. What is anxiety for me? Anxiety comes in different forms with different people. People have extreme and people have mild. I don't know where I am on this spectrum and things, but at this point it is quite bad. I struggle leaving the house sometimes because my anxiety gets really bad and I can't breathe. I get anxiety attacks sometimes when I overthink things. Like right now my chest is tight, like wow. Good. Rule number one, we are not going to cry in this video. We're not. Yeah, so it gets a bit like tight. My anxiety attacks really, it triggers if I'm having an argument or something really stressful is going on in my life, that it just tightens up. Or even just now, it wasn't really that stressful, but as you can see, it just happens whenever. Annoying. Depression as well, for me, is something that I'm starting to cope with more easily than anxiety. I have, for like early this year, it was really bad. I would not leave my house for a week. I would stay in, I wouldn't eat, I would sleep in my bed for a while, and it was a really tough time, and I thought I was the only person going through this. It took me a while to tell my mum. It took me a while to tell anybody, because I thought I was doing this alone. But you know, it does take a while to just be like, I need the help. So yes, so what I'm going to talk about is how like I cope with it. And I feel like all that, basically what I do is I try and keep positive. As with like depression, I know you normally have negative thoughts constantly, and you think negatively about every situation, even like when you wake up, especially about yourself. And I try and keep positive. So although I do have negative thoughts, I try and contradict them with positive. So if I'm thinking about, oh, I have no friends who really care for me, or no one calls me, I contradict it by saying, but I do have friends. Not everybody needs to call me every day. I'm okay. So it kind of, I just really try and speak positively in my own life. Like my chest is real tight. And second thing is keeping positive people around you. I've lost friends because of it, like dealing with my anxiety and depression. Not that necessarily their fault. They obviously, like, I stopped going around to friends' houses, I stopped talking to people, and they obviously assume it's about something other, like something else, but really it's I'm going through certain things. And I've lost friends along the way, which everything happens for a reason, so I'm not really tripping about that, but it kind of puts more like a more positive aspects. So I really surround myself around positive people. If I sense like loads of negativity around a particular person or a particular thing, I try and distance myself, because I don't like it to, it's like a cancer. You don't want it to grow and just spread all over you. No, it's not really a good thing. Positive people brings positive energy, so it gives me more positive energy, and it brings so much happiness. Third thing is I make sure I do something that I enjoy doing. So I look, for example, I said it to a friend, I have one thing I look forward to at the end of the week. There's always something at the end of the week that I look forward to, and that's what I focus on, even if it's because if I don't have something like that to focus on, I will start to think, oh, there's nothing else to look forward to, so why should I care about living? Sometimes it does get to that point sometimes, but it's also I have something positive to look to, and not just think this is it, woe is me. And like being happy, I think people really take that for granted, being happy. Like for me, the feeling of happiness is I'm trying not to cry. Happiness to me is very important, because it's not something that not everyone can experience sometimes. I've definitely been in a really bad place where happiness wasn't even part of my vocabulary. It wasn't. I'm really good at covering things up, so not many people even knew not many people know I even battle through this, and on an everyday basis. So as where like I can look happy on the outside, and I can be doing all this, making people laugh, but inside I am crying. I am really unhappy. I'm really I'm a mess. It's like I put on a shield and stuff just to pull myself away. So being happy is very important for me. I make sure that without a doubt that's something I throughout a day, like the whole day, I make sure that at least at one point that day I am happy, like properly happy, like I'm actually filled with joy. Getting help, that is very important. Most people think that they can get through it themselves. Getting help is either talking to somebody, a professional, talking to your doctor, and if you believe in God, it's really important to go to church and pray. That really did help me in praying and being able to experience like someone greater than myself, and someone that's not actually like just looking out for me, you know, because God's always there and always looking out for me, and I always feel protected. And that's just really, like, it's really important for me, is that I know that when I think nobody cares or nobody is there for me, I know that God is. So I really would really encourage you to pray and go to church, and, you know, speak to someone. You're not going through this alone. That's how I felt. I felt I was going through this alone, and nobody was like could understand me, and people think I'm crazy, like, isn't that a mental health issue, like, oh my gosh, she suffered from mental, like, I really was thinking all that. But so many people go through it, and if you just talk to anyone, like I'm sure they would be able to understand. Even if they don't be disheartened if they do react in that certain way. Like there's other people that are going through the same thing, and like I can, you know, I don't know what I was gonna say. So I thought I would let you know how I am currently coping with anxiety and depression. And I am not a professional in any sorts, but I thought I'd let you guys know. I'm not trying to get any sympathy, but I thought it would be good if I could tell you how I cope with it. This is not even my story in a way, because I've gone through like a lot and I could talk about it for time, but because I don't want to be like making you watch this for long and stuff, I definitely would have wanted a video like this when I was going through it, because personally it's really hard to find somebody who's a similar age as me and coming from like a similar background, talking about some certain things, especially being a black female. I really thought that if I was able to watch a video, I probably would have been able to work through this easier. So I thought, let me just do this video for people out there, anyone, guy, girl, anyone who is currently dealing with a certain type of situation like this. So that is basically the video. If there's anything like you wanted to network and talk about it, feel free to contact me on any of my social media links or email or whatever. It would be great to talk with anyone, or just to know that, you know, I'm really not making this video for no reason. So I really thought it's really been weighing on my heart to make a video like this, and to just put myself out there and let people know that this is real. It's a real thing that happens to many people, and really, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of at all. And it took me a while, but got there in the end. But thank you for listening and thank you for watching. You've been amazing. Stay tuned.